Hello, I'm Allan, Deputy Vice-Chancellor at Staffordshire University. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to share some thoughts with you today about personal development planning. This topic has been one of interest to me for some time, and I've been fortunate to have been involved in and observe its evolution over recent years. The profile which PDP has today is very different to the one it has had over the last 10 or 15 years. Back then, PDP would be seen as a discrete, separate activity, usually found in professional or vocationally orientated disciplines such as education, nursing, or allied health professional subjects. In contrast, today the label PDP isn't used that much, and yet the activity now tends to be embedded across all subject areas. So what's changed, and why has this happened? It's probably worth considering the origins of PDP, which for me takes me back to the influential report prepared by Sir Ron Deering in 1997, and the report was entitled Higher Education in the Learning Society. One of the recommendations within the report essentially encouraged learners and institutions alike to start thinking about the necessary approaches needed to help students undertake better career planning. In the early days, students often logged activities in some form of e-portfolio, sometimes supplemented with a reflective learning log, which occasionally contributed to formative assessment. As times moved on, many universities recognised the wider benefits of students' learning didn't always feature in the classroom environment. These often took the format of skills-based activities. For example, student representative activities, volunteering, community engagement, or workplace learning. And it was not always easy for a student to record such activities within their e-portfolio. The challenge was how to recognise these skills and achievements. This, plus the introduction of tuition fees and the increasing demand from students seeking more from their time at university, has led universities to change their approach to PDP. A number of universities introduced their own award or form of recognition, such as the York Award, the Leeds for Life Award, or in my case, the Staffordshire Graduate. And these provide a clear way of reflecting wider student achievement. In some cases, usually determined by institutional mission, it was designed specifically to enhance employability, whereas in others it was designed to recognise the skills obtained from undertaking a practical experience. Whichever the approach, the student would benefit from a boost in their CV and have something tangible which would make them more employable. More recently, these type of awards have been surpassed with a Higher Education Achievement Report, the HEAR, which encapsulates the student achievement both academically and non-academically in a systematic manner. My personal involvement with the HEAR has been at a national level and also across 3 institutions over the last 6 years. What has encouraged me most is that during this time, universities have responded to the challenge in a very positive way. Today, I am of the view that personal development planning is now an embedded activity rather than a bolt-on, found only in certain subject areas. So much so that the term PDP is now very rarely used. Today, the institutions I've worked with see these sorts of activities as mainstream. Students just expect to be volunteers in the community. They expect to take up internships or placements with their employers or voluntary groups. This is leading to further change in institutional behaviour. At Staffordshire, we are looking again at the approach we offer our students to support their employability and employment opportunities. My career service has moved away from the traditional individual client-based model and in its place has adopted a coaching-focused approach. We now expect students to utilise technology to support the development of their CV and their letter writing in a systematic but personally tailored manner. And then we use coaching as an approach to enhance things by getting the student to draw out their reflective practice. Another example is that the student has taken a novel approach to offering employment opportunities. The university now runs its own temping agency, utilising the skills of its students in the workforce to support students and local employers. In preparing this video blog, I went and spoke with a few students. What was really interesting to me was that when I mentioned the term PDP, the reaction from the students was one, they didn't really recognise the term. To them, the activities previously labelled as PDP is very much embedded in the day-to-day lifestyle of the academic endeavour. That's great news in many ways. However, it does present us all with the next challenge. Now that PDP is embedded and without its label, how do we make sure that this practice continues to evolve so that it remains fit for purpose for the challenging, changing external environment in which we all operate?
Hello, my name is Professor Jayne Mitchell and I'm Deputy Vice-Chancellor at Bishop Grosseteste University. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the background to the university and our approach to introducing e-portfolios for personal development planning. To start with, a little bit about Bishop Grosseteste University, fondly known as BG. At BG, we're a small specialist institution that has a strong history and reputation in initial teacher education, but we're also increasingly diversifying our portfolio to include programmes in humanities and social sciences. A large proportion of our students are first generation higher education students, and therefore it's really important to us that we support them as best we can through their entire student learning journey so that they have the best opportunity to succeed and also the best opportunity to secure employment once they leave us. So what was our approach at BG to introducing personal development planning? Well, to begin with, we started with a paper-based system, but very quickly realised that we needed to capitalise on and take advantage of the e-technologies that were available to us. So we introduced an online e-portfolio system which was built on the Mahara social networking site, believing that this would be more attractive to our students and be more familiar to them. Well, we got that wrong. It didn't prove very popular at all, with very few students actually engaging with the Mahara site, and if those students who were engaging with the site, very few of them taking advantage of all of the facilities. Around that same time, we were looking at developing a portfolio of enhancement activities to better induct students to the university, to support them in their learning, to promote retention and engagement in the learning process. So we included as a deliberate step a move to looking at Campus Pack, one of the facilities that was available to us through the Blackboard package, and that has proved to be very popular. We have been able to integrate the use of Blackboard and develop our e-portfolio, which is at BG called the Development and Career Plan, or the DCP for short, into a fully integrated system for supporting students' learning, to support the personal tutor system, and to develop their understanding and appreciation of the careers and transferable skills elements of the modules that are embedded into their programme. All students, all undergraduate students at BG are required to engage with the development and career plan. It is a crucial element to all of their programmes that sits alongside some specific career modules, such as the professional context module and the placement modules, which is a key feature of BG programmes. The use of Blackboard has also enabled the personal tutors to become more closely involved with the students' learning. At the start of each year, all first year students and their personal tutors sit down together during an introductory session where the students and the personal tutors go through the DCP, the Development and Career Plan policy, that sets out the expectations on both students and the staff for regular meetings and tutorials where progress can be recorded and monitored through the DCP. Specific targets can be set during those tutorial meetings, and particular career ambitions or plans can also be discussed and reviewed. There is also the facility in the DCP to link directly to our careers service and to the employability awards and the volunteering awards, which are facilitated through our learning advice and our careers staff. So it's a really closely integrated package, and year on year we have seen increases in the engagement of students with the Employability Award. It's just this summer, in July 2014, that the very first full cohort of students who have participated in the Development and Career Plan have graduated. And we have seen a real step change, a real difference in the way in which those students have begun to engage with their career plans, to write their own applications, to prepare their CVs. It's also been a real bonus for our personal tutors in being able to refer to the development and career plans. They have found it an enormous help to be able to personalise references and really bring out the strengths of the students that they have known. So all in all, in terms of the benefits that we have seen for BG students, it definitely meets the introduction of the Development and Career Plan definitely is integrated into our strategic priorities and agendas about supporting students in their learning journey, to give them employability and transferable skills. We also think it's a really strong contributor to the very high student satisfaction levels that we enjoy at BG. Not only satisfaction overall, but particularly satisfaction with the learning support that the students receive, and a key contributor to the very high employability rates that our students report year on year. So please come and visit us if you want to find out anything more about the Development and Career Plan. All of our staff and our students will be very happy to talk to you about that.